For all of your sports in Lorain, keep your TV tuned to TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Good afternoon. Welcome to George Daniel Field. Jay Ferguson, Bob Tomaszewski here for freshman football. Lorain High School hosts the Benedictine Bengals on this beautiful September afternoon, Bob.
It is a beautiful. Well, actually, it seems like August.
Yeah,
because it's actually pretty hot out here. So it's going to be a good game, and it's always great. This is 2 nights in a row for me watching the youngsters that will be playing on Friday nights.
Devontae Jackson's kickoff down the middle, picked up, brought outside the 30 to about the 35. The return man was number 3, Andre Rogers.
Yeah, it's exciting. You know, we're here, we're playing George Daniel, get these kids used to being on his turf and everything, but, you know, it won't be long when the lights will be on and the sun will be down, and Bob, that's what it's all about.
But if you looked out here and didn't know what this was and just looked at the sidelines on both sides with the number of kids in uniform, my goodness.
Well, that tells you something about the powers that be that are running the programs.
Yep. Both teams with 40 to 50 in uniform.
Yes.
For Benedictine, number 11, Ronald Schultz is the quarterback. Rogers is the tailback. 3 receivers to the near side. They look. They want a bubble screen. Not there. Trapped in the backfield. First Titan through was Kenneth Jenkins, number 3.
And Kenneth put the heat on right now. There was no decision to make except, oh, my God, how am I going to get out of this? And they have a 5-yard loss.
Linebacker Esteban Masari also cleaned him up.
Yep.
So 2nd and 15. You know, there's no scouting a freshman team. We don't know what to expect the coaching
You'd
staff
like to think it's pretty much what the varsity does, but still, you're right. Yeah.
So you don't find out until Wardlow comes off for Lorain and 24 Dom Critelli in at middle linebacker. You don't find out till they come out warm up if the quarterback's right-handed or left-handed. Well, now there's another whistle.
Okay, boys.
Somebody's
tie your pants or do something?
Your knee pads around the side is what that looked like. Now Wardlow comes back and Critelli comes out. But that can't happen because Wardlow had to sit out a play because they stopped the game. For Lorain, across the front, Kenneth Jenkins is at tackle 22. Dameron Crook is at one end. 15, Cameron Thomas is at the other. 2nd and 15, give is straight ahead. Big hole, across the 50, breaks a tackle, and one man to beat, pushed out of bounds by Javon Manning. That was number 5, Javon Goodson, and that was...
But that was just that, we'll see it again, the beauty of TV 20. Yeah, you got to take care. You have to think run first. I don't care what, think run first, but when you have that mindset, just get to the quarterback, that's what happens. The running back runs right by you.
Javon Manning on that play, he played some in the varsity game last week as an injury to Dalen Dower forced him into action. Now, officials send one of the Bengals off. 16, a wide receiver, Brandon Johnson's coming out.
We're having personnel problems. This is the third play of the game, and we're delayed again to get the right guy in.
Yep. First and 10 at the 18 for Benedictine. Same play, maybe one hole tighter.
Much
different
better
result.
Way better. Nowhere to go.
Jenkins 3, Thomas 15 right there.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a no game. That was the gentleman that ran the kickoff, Andre Rogers.
Good gang tackle there. We had a couple of guys clogging up the running lanes, and there you go.
Even a loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. What a beautiful afternoon.
Oh, gee whiz. This is the end. Well, is today or tomorrow the first day of fall?
Right.
Well, I said, today or tomorrow.
Throw,
there, nice job.
Boy, we've seen that jersey do that, if nothing else. That was Cameron Thomas, number 15, And, physically it looks like Naz Bohannon's still in that jersey because he's long and lean and got his arms up in the air.
And he had a vertical leap.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Naz out there. Yeah.
So
that was a nice play. He read it. He did what he had to do. That's a great play. Yeah.
So 3rd and 11 for.
So I said, is this the first day of fall or is it tomorrow? And you said yes.
Tomorrow is the first day of fall.
That's what I thought.
But we haven't had weather this night for a Friday. Friday night.
It's almost too hot, really.
Yep. Give, inside handoff, another big hole. Straight ahead, first down and more. Knocked out at the 5.
This is feast or famine.
Khalib Davis, number 7 on the tackle. Another in the long line of Davis defensive backs. Kevin Davis and Cameron Davis. Kevin is at Ohio State now as a sophomore, and Cameron is a junior on the varsity. And that's one of the twins that are his younger brothers.
So far, 2 plays have gotten him down here to, the
5
6-yard line or whatever?
1st and goal. Motion for the first time today. See if they follow the up back, and they did, and it worked.
Nobody touched him.
The house, number 5, Javon Goodson. 5 yards to the house.
Yep.
And we were watching the Benedictine kicker warm up.
Oh, yeah.
Before the game, number 2, Ivan Sharon.
From the hash marks.
From the hash marks, he was knocking 35-yarders through.
I think he's got this PAT down pretty good.
I mean, at this level,
gee whiz, yeah. Well, what's the guy on the varsity doing?
Well, and do most middle schools have goalposts? There it is, kicked through, and it's over the rock and into the high
track,
jump ramp. So the extra point goes through, and it's 7-0. Benedictine, and 6:48 to go in the first quarter. I don't think this group of Titans has been behind too much this year.
No, but that was 3 plays.
It was very easily.
And when they started on about the.
Well, they started at the 35, lost 5.
Yeah.
And then went for about went from the 30 to the 18, I believe.
Something like that. Then lost, and then there it is. Yep. Punched it in.
So. Well, you sure felt good after the first down play when the Titans broke through, and then Benedictine did just exactly what you suggested they should. And the defense should think run first, and every pass that they tried either resulted in a loss or a blocked pass.
Right.
And every run they tried
resulted in a lot of yards. Yeah.
So this will be Sharon from the 40. 2 Titans deep.
Yeah, you better cover the field here.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that he's got a leg that can get it deep. Instead, he puts it on the ground. Picked up there, brought to the near side. That's 15, Thomas. Thomas at the 35, just a horizontal return there.
I wonder why he did that. I mean, if he could kick it down there and make him, that's freshman and junior high kick returns are kind of helter-skelter.
Well, do they even return kicks in junior high?
Well, junior high maybe not. Freshman they do. Yeah. Okay, let's get the offense going.
Titans on offense. The quarterback's Devontae Jackson, number 4. I believe the little brother of Eddie Williamson, the former Titan quarterback. There's a swing pass, more of a lateral, really, and knocked out of bounds is 81 Jacodemus Lee after a gain of about 2. Jeffrey Wardlow, number 2 in the backfield, along with looks like number 80, Damian McShepard. Wardlow down in the sprinter's stance, gets the ball straight ahead.
Well, that
moves
worked.
the pile for about 5 or 6. Coach is very high on Mr. Wardlow in terms of how hard he runs and plays.
That would be good because in weather like this, and you're pounding on the opponent, and in the second half, you have a lot of fun.
3rd and 3. Last thing the Titans want to do here is give it away. Swing pass out to Thomas. Thomas with the first down and then the pop just over the 45, which is good enough. Nice hit on the play by number 10, Alante Hatchell, the defensive back.
Thomas is a tall dude, man. He's a big guy.
First and 10 Titans at the 46. Straight back, pump fake. It's the pump and go that the varsity scored on last week and got, again, behind the defense was 81, Jackademus Lee.
Good concept.
Friday night they did that, and Tyshawn Lighty was 20 yards behind the nearest man.
Yeah, but that's you run the short one, fake it, drop one deep. Now, you know what that means? The short one's going to be even more open next time. Defensive back coach is saying, back it up.
Yep. Jackson with the full backfield there. That is Wardlow. Bounces it outside. Nice tackle. Yeah. One-on-one. Nice tackle by 6, Terrence Holland. Offensively for the Titans. Up front, 67, Isaiah Harrison is over the ball. Dominic Delapola and Elijah Hicks at the guards, and Uzziah Jenkins and Beyond Smith are the tackles. Outside, we have Thomas and Lee. Run the option this time to the near side, pitch out to Wardlow. And too patient almost there, as there was no block that he was setting up. And he's going to pick up 3 or 4, except that there's a hold on the Titans. I'm not sure. I still don't see a flag.
No, I don't see one.
All I can see are green shoes.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. But you're right.
Oh, there it is. It's just kind of dirty.
On that pitch, you got to be sprinting hard for the corner and then plant and break it up.
So
that's when the defender, usually when you do that, if you do it right, he runs right by you.
Yep.
Because he can't stop like you can.
So the flag from the 31 to the 41, loss of 10 to go with the loss on first down, making it 2nd and 22.
Yeah.
Jackson looks to the sideline. Now in the backfield with him is Dominique Thompson, number 8.
And it's not just 10 yards. It's all the yardage you had in that. That could be 13, 14-yard penalty.
Straight back, long throw over the middle, too high for everyone. And fortunate to get that back. Cameron Thomas stopped rather than tried to adjust.
Yes.
And the safety, fortunately, did the same thing. And
see, what you got to be a little bit of an actor, too. If you're a receiver, even you can't catch it, keep running, because the defender's probably looking at you.
Yeah.
And he's, I can't let him get it. If you can't catch it, don't let anybody catch it.
Yeah, and you can sometimes.
Here we go. This is a biggie right here.
3rd and 22. Titans trail 7-0. Again, on the roll this time. Pumps it, throws it down the sidelines. That's going to get picked inside the 25 at the 24. Intercepted by Javon Goodson, number 5, I believe. And Benedictine will go on offense.
Almost like a punt.
It picked up the yardage that they needed, but you got to end up with the ball, too. So the ball is spotted at the 23. What you lost was the drama of the punt.
Yeah. You never.
Because of the long snapping an issue.
It's always an adventure.
Benedictine back on offense. Schultz is up 65. Jonathan McDowell, we know that name, is the other defensive tackle. He's right over the ball this play. Here come the Titans. Same look. Maybe.
That's a little better shot right there.
Yeah, remains to be seen if that's a full-time correction there. Brandy Crawford, 39, was the initial contact on the play. Gain is 1. out here on the corner.
You know, these kids, they don't understand about the intricacies of the game. You mentioned long snapper and all that kind of stuff. I've got a nephew-in-law. He's a freshman at the University of Wisconsin. Full ride. All he does is snap the ball. And you know what? The rules say you can't hit that guy.
That's right.
But what I'm saying is, if you're good at that, and I would not be surprised in 4 years he's playing in the NFL.
Whoops.
But it's, you think, well, snapping a ball. That's an important phase of the game.
Remember you'll know the name, the Hilgenberg family from the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
They used to play catch facing opposite one another because they were all long snappers.
Yeah.
I can remember a feature on an NFL Today or something where they showed them doing just that. They were, as the Markov was against the Titans for inducing
and actually,
the movement.
If you think about it, they can't hit you. You could play football for 10 years, not worry about concussions or anything. I mean, it just –
unbalanced line here to the near side. Comes this way.
And that didn't work.
Didn't go anywhere. That was Goodson.
Much better job on tightening up the run game here.
So it's 3rd and 4 now. Make it 3. 3rd and 3 as they have to get the ball across the 33. 3:50 to go first quarter. Benedictine 7-0. They took the opening kickoff, what turned out to be 70 yards after they lost 5 on first down. And it was primarily on the ground. They reset the backfield. Now Rogers switches sides. Wardlow showing blitz in the middle.
Think. Yeah, there he goes. And they got him.
They clogged it up.
Yes, indeed.
And that was Mr. Wardlow.
2.
Knifing through to make the hit.
And he had some help from his friends.
Yes, he did.
Nice job.
Benedictine will have to give it up.
Now, here we go.
Sharon is also the punter. He doubles as the place kicker and punter, which means he can pretty much practice whenever he wants by himself.
And I guarantee you, he's not the varsity kicker.
No.
Because they would not let the varsity kicker be playing in a freshman game. So think about what the varsity guy's like.
Low snap. He goes down and gets it. Left foots it away. It is high, but it is short. Bounces at the 47 and takes a right, goes out of bounds, and that's where the Titans will start. So all things considered, after the interception, you get great field position at the 47 of Benedictine.
But I think really a 180-degree turn on the defense. On that series, where they give up 7-8 yards.
Well, 5 of it was a penalty.
Exactly, yes. So there you go. So, much better reaction to the situations and things like that. So maybe they needed that little kind of slap to say, hey.
Well, like I said, I don't know that they've been behind yet
this year.
Year.
They've run off some points and done some good things. So
Jackson has them with toss to Wardlow. He lowers the shoulder as he's hitting the backfield. Got something out of what was going to be a loss. Just
looked like he wanted to throw it, didn't
it? It sure did. And it just took too long to do anything. His footwork made me think that he tiptoed.
Yeah, he kind of floated out there, and he didn't really have the ball put away. Well, here it is again.
Yep.
He's got it in front of him, and then I think I'm going to run.
But that's a wide receiver out there trying to block for him. There's the first option. Pull it out, toss.
There it is.
Near side. Nice angle there by the safety.
Takes too long.
Yep. 27, Aaron Colston comes up and knocks Dominique Thompson for a short gain. Give him a yard, make it 3rd and a long 8.
Those wide plays just don't seem to.
They're taking
too long.
And that's one thing you have to adjust for is the speed of your opposition. Over the middle, that one's knocked down, thrown to a spot.
Yeah.
Intended for Jacodimus Lee behind him, and the linebacker.
Right. He was open, but there was a linebacker in front.
Just a really nice drop there.
Yep.
Got into that zone. I think it was number 6,
4th
Terrence
down.
Holling. 4th down, and the Titans look like they want to go.
Are you kidding me?
On the 45.
Okay.
Jackson, toss, Wardlow. Wardlow got an angle there. Got a block that time.
Oh, geez.
And he's going to be
close.
I think he's going to be.
I think you're right.
Of course, it's going to be first down, but the official on the near side says move the sticks.
Yep.
I'm thinking, he stopped it for the first down, but it was going to be first down for somebody after that play. That was, if you could put those two plays side by side, you'd see how much quicker.
Didn't he look like he was running just harder running?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got a block.
Funny how that helps.
Yeah. Lateral to the near side. And that is Lee, and he's brought down inside the 35 at the 33, so give him 3 as they spot the ball. 49 seconds to go in the first quarter. Benedictine 7, Lorain nothing.
Time for the fake that and jack it deep.
Well, you better be careful with that one because that is definitely a backward pass. You know that?
Oh, yeah.
There's the pump and go over the middle. Got a man tied up. Great effort out there by Javon Manning.
Looked like somebody was doing something. But that's a good concept right there. That had a chance to do some damage.
The tough look for the officials because there's only 3 of them in a freshman game.
Yeah. We had 4
Or is there 4 of them? There's 4 of them.
4 of them, yeah. We had 4 last night, too.
But there's nobody back there where the back judge would be.
And that's tough. You got to watch.
Because they're looking at the same angle we are instead of being behind it looking at hands and arms. So 3rd and 7. Whistle.
Something wrong with his equipment.
Thomas out.
Helmet.
And 7, Caleb Davis in.
Oh. Has to adjust his hanky.
Okay.
I guess you're not supposed to have that hanging out.
Straight back, screen set up. Wardlow has it knocked away. That was great discipline by the front and middle of Benedictine.
It was.
And maybe the offensive line didn't do a very good job of acting.
Yeah, but the Bennies, they read that immediately, and that was, again, very close. He had his hands on it to an interception.
So timeout Lorain with 40 seconds to go. Coaches Killian and Joyner want to huddle up on this 4th and 7. Benedictine with the ball first, got it at the 35, lost 5 yards on first play, gained about 50 on the second play, and from then it was a couple of more runs, and they were in the end zone. The extra point was knocked through, and we are right there, 7-0. This is Lorain's second shot with the ball. They got it and took it down inside the 30, and then a penalty moved them back, and eventually a 4th down interception turned it over at about the 23, and then
there just doesn't seem like there's any zip on either side.
No,
they're like, I don't want to say walking. Maybe that's it, but they're not like, psyched up and.
No, you're right. There's nobody.
Kind of
there's nobody excited, and I'm sure some of it. They haven't seen this kind of weather
weeks
since they were only in helmets and shorts.
Exactly. And this is the middle of the season.
Yep.
That's hard to believe. Gee whiz. You're getting older, Jay.
Yes, I are. So, 4th and 7.
Let's see what we got.
Jackson, straight back, steps up and hit as he throws. And fortunately for the Titans, it's an incompletion rather than a fumble.
Boy, he came off the edge clean.
Number 9, Christopher Gales, beat the right tackle, and he had a back in to protect, but the back had stepped up to protect the inside and just got beat on the outside, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Benedictine as they take over on downs once again at the 33. Get some more of these names in here. Brandy Crawford, 39, is in as the near side inside linebacker. Devontae Jackson is a safety as well as the quarterback.
Coaches are pretty good about running kids in and out of there. And you better do that today.
Yep, Javon Manning.
Like you said, they're just not used to this.
Far side. Dominic Delapola and Wardlow are the inside backers. Motion now for Benedictine. There's a lateral. That's a free ball. And that's a very interesting call because the man over here says incomplete.
I don't know. Well,
so
they recovered it anyway, but that's one of the jump on it anyway, just in case.
We tried to pick it up over there.
Don't you see a lot of that? I mean, all the games that you do, a lot of those, the infamous bubble screen and all those, a lot of those are thrown back.
Damian McShepard was the corner on the far side that tried to pick it up, unable to. Also over there at linebackers, Esteban Masari, 34. 2nd and 10. 33 seconds to go first quarter. Give off in the backfield. And that was much better defense. Yes. That was Wardlow in there first.
But he's got to make when you come in that clean, get your mitts on that guy and just make him carry your weight. Because that was one of those, well, he's probably shocked. No one touched me. I'm back in here. Yeah.
Elijah Hicks on the tackle along with 59, who is Dominic Delapola. And we're going to let the clock run out. We've played one at the George. The freshman from Benedictine 7, Lorain nothing. Back with more after this timeout.
In an instant, life can change. Hi, I'm veteran J.R. Martinez. If you've been hurt or disabled due to your service, the last thing you need to do is hurry up and wait for a VA claims decision. Make sure you file an electronic, fully developed claim or e-claim for disability compensation on e-benefits. It's the fastest and easiest way to get a claims decision. Learn more at ebenefits.va.gov. E-claims and e-benefits, online VA claims made simple.
Inspiring city and campus. Inspiring people. Inspiring creativity. Inspiring hands-on learning. Inspiring global experiences. Inspiring traditions. Be a Buckeye. Inspire.
Back here, start of the second quarter, Benedictine with the ball, 3rd and 8 on their own 35. They lead 7-0. There's the snap. There's the sideways toss. I'm not going to be the judge anymore. And breaking some tackle yards after contact.
I think he might have it.
I'm sure he does. Number 3, Andre Rogers.
That's kind of a push pass.
Needed 8, got 9.
And it went forward, so that might be a pass.
That one was close. Here we'll take a look at
where
look. He's right on the line. Takes half a step. It's if you had the 8 cameras that the NFL had, that's a backward pass.
Yeah.
But we don't.
And it doesn't matter. It's just the stat man is going crazy.
See, the quarterback's 5 yards off the ball. The running back is 6. Straight back, looking long now. Lofts one down, got a man, but vastly underthrown. Wanted 16, Brandon Johnson. Closest player to the ball was 80, Damian McShepard, and he was not able to turn and get back to it.
Good reaction by Damian.
Saw the ball
he saw the ball. He's following it in. It was so short, he couldn't come back to get it.
If it was a punt, you'd yell, "Get away!"
Yeah.
Wholesale changes here, it appears, for the skill positions of Benedictine. But Ronald Schultz is still the quarterback. Motion changes to 3 receivers to the far side. That one's backwards.
That's backwards. Oh.
Broken tackle, broke another tackle. Instead of -5, it's +9. Sloppy tackling by the Titans and a nice run there.
You're right. That could have been a nice -5 and
by Rogers,
but now they're right there.
Well,
so you go from instead of 3rd and 15 to 3rd and 3.
2.
Long 2.
Actually, if I look at the football, it might be 1.5. Because the box looks to be behind the ball. So 7:29 to go in the half. Benedictine already ahead, 7-0. Going to throw for it. Oh, knocked down, almost picked that time. Devontae Jackson, the safety, had a good look at it.
There's a lot of passes that have gone through blue-shirted hands.
He'd still be running if he had picked that.
Yeah, he might have been Cooper Foster.
Yeah. I was going to say he'd be getting fries with that at McDonald's. 4th and 2. The Bengals will go for it. They kind of playing with house money after they got that big play on 2nd down and instead of a loss. Change the formation strength with the up man once again. Straight back. There's that lateral, and that's what it is, and that is going to go a long way. Andre Rogers, as nobody has touched him. Andre Rogers, 56 yards to the house, but there's a flag.
Oh, yes.
See,
in the backfield.
And it is dirty, isn't it?
Yes. You got to wash your flag there, mister. And, that is, I don't want to speculate, but I will, usually in the area of a hold. Patting his hand.
On them. I don't know what that means.
What is the pat the back of your hand?
Bad boy.
Don't you do that again.
We're going to see how.
I mean, really, I've never seen
I've never seen the signal. So instead of a 56-yard
touchdown
or 44-yard touchdown, it's going to be 4th and from the 50. 5. 10. So it's going to be 4th and 14 instead of 4th and 2.
Some kind of holding. I mean, I've never seen that kind of.
I have never, ever seen that signal.
He's given it that, They got that in Catholic school with a ruler.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's what it looked like to me. Honest, bad boy. No touchdown because of you. So 4th and 14 changes the strategy.
A huge break
break for Lorain. And Sharon will, in punt formation, slow snap, gets it away. It's a high kick, fair catch called for and made.
Nice job
by Devontae Jackson.
That's not the easiest thing in the world to do, and he made the fair catch signal and caught the ball.
Yep. So the Titans will put it in play for the 3rd time, unable to maintain any kind of rhythm offensively.
The only thing there is when they're rushing they're in there on the punter. Don't, because, freshman kids, they get all excited. Man, make sure you got the ball if you're going to hit that guy. So,
because the snap takes a while.
Yes, he's not the greatest snapper in the world.
But again, I don't think you punt in most junior highs, do you? I don't know.
Well, again, aren't you supposed to teach them that you use a smaller ball and everything else?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Jet sweep, which is really the shovel pass. And that is Jackademus Lee, and he's caught for a loss of about 2. And what it seems to me is the Titans haven't adjusted to the speed of Benedictine, and their wide plays are taking a long time to develop.
I would think. There's always somebody out there, so.
And
they've ran the ball between the tackles, and you can't do that every play. But they've done it and been successful. So
maybe there's some counter action that they have that it's about time for.
That might be.
Interesting. Both setbacks in 3-point stances, and that one went nowhere.
See, what would they do if you came out with 2 tight ends in an I backfield?
Yeah.
And the kids are going, timeout.
Yeah. That was number 8, Thompson, Dominique Thompson, the tailback. He's lined up behind Wardlow. 2 receivers to each side now, and Wardlow alone in the backfield. Straight back.
Chuck it.
Loading it up, but now nobody there, and pulls it down, spins,
he's still alive.
Out across the 40 to the 42. So it's going to make it 4th and 4. Something out of nothing. Well, give him the 40. 4th and a long 4.
Well, I'm not seeing wholesale changes, so.
No. Here it is in replay, and he looked like he was loaded up there and then pulled it down. And number 75 for Benedictine is a rather large gentleman that was
you don't want
angrily chasing him.
Do not let him jump on you.
4th and 4.
Here we go. blitz.
Straight back, flips
Straight
the ball.
in.
He's got a man, throws it behind Manning, number 5. He had Manning over the middle for the first down and in stride a lot more, but instead it'll go over on downs once again, and this time at the Lorain 43-yard line.
Yeah, actually, most of this game has been played between the two 30s.
Yes.
It's just that's,
And truthfully, aside from the one long run and the run that was called back, there hadn't been a lot of offense.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah.
I mean, Lorain completed a pass for about 25 yards. And on their first series, they did move down just inside the 30, but then immediately had a penalty that pushed them back.
Yeah. Penalties will kill you.
1st and 10 for the Bengals. 43-yard line of Lorain. Benedictine on top, 7-0. Schultz is the quarterback. Next to him is Rogers. Motion from Gales, number 9. Snap back. There's the lateral. And that time there's no doubt that was a lateral.
You got
sniffed out.
Make the tackle.
And stopped.
4 more yard loss.
Lost a couple, but once again, knifing in there was Cameron Thomas, 15. But
I work on Friday nights with Don Vincent over on WOBL.
Yeah.
And the thing, we have this kind of informal rule. If you give up 40, 50 yards in penalties in a game, that's a touchdown.
Yeah.
Because you take that, because it's more than 40 or 50. It's the yards, maybe it was 2nd and 1, and you give all that up, and it really shows after a while.
Straight back and wide open on that one. Nice spin move, and he's loose in the secondary to the 25 is Gales, number 9, and that was just a beautiful throw by Schultz.
That was a dart right there.
Stepped up and let it fly.
No pressure, stood there.
And that's one of the things when you're sending the inside backers to deal with the run. If they're picked up, there's nobody in that zone.
And a lot of times you don't have to have great coverage on a guy, but you're between the quarterback and the receiver.
Right.
And, well, I'll tell you what, this is the only formation they've been in.
Yes,
basically.
It is. 1st and 10 at the 25. Snap back. 2-step drop out of the gun. Pulls it down now. Being chased. Clears the line down to the 20 or the 19. Dominic Delapola there along with Thomas, 15. Also on the play, 22, Demarion Crook. Gain of 5, though. It's going to be 2nd and 5. And that's not fatigue now. That's frustration you're seeing from the Titan defense.
Yeah.
You say, well, why would they be more tired than the offense? The offense has got to run just as far.
No, the defense is always more tired because you don't know where you're running.
Right. And if you're not stopping things, you're frustrated on top of tired. Straight back, Rogers, big hole. Busts it to the outside, inside the 10, 5, pylon, touchdown.
It's like that old coach said. He says at the end of the game, he said, I like my defense fresh and my offense wore out.
Yeah.
And that means the other team's defense is wore out. Yeah.
So from 20 yards out,
that
run.
Was like that first, that was a matter-of-fact drive right there.
Yes, it was. And they didn't have very far to go because of the turning it over on the downs. So holding will be Ronald Schultz, the quarterback, and number 2, Ivan Sharon, is the place kicker. And that's what he does. I mean, he is the place kicker, he is a linebacker that kicks. Snap is back good. Kick is up and lands out in lane 5 of the track, but it's good. And the Bengals on top now, 14-0 over the Freshmen Titans. So unable to muster anything offensively is Lorain, or to sustain anything at least. And Benedictine has used the big play on both of their drives.
Well,
that
sure
time
have.
It was a 20-yard run following about a 20-yard completion.
You can just read it. You've seen enough games that their heads are down and they're
well, and they've been. I don't think they've. Like I said, I do not think they've been behind yet this season.
Well,
so now you got to learn to handle that. You got to learn to compete from adversity, and it's all part of the process. Okay, now we have 11.
Now, they kind of pooched it down the first time. Let's see what they do here.
Never left the ground. I don't know if that was a swing and a miss or if Sharon wanted to do that. Teed up right in the center of the field at the 40. Again,
that's
the
on
punch
purpose.
kick. Thomas, 30,
Get
35, 40.
There you go.
Breaks free, pulled down from behind at the 40. That's what you do. 23 on the tackle is Derek Minter, but he picked it up and just said.
Blew through one tackle, and the guy finally had an angle on him. But that gets you. And, I think, as an old coach, I think the thing they would get your team fired up more than as a special teams play.
Yep.
Either block a punt, run a kickoff back, do something. Those kind of plays
or
get
a defensive touchdown.
Well, yes, yeah.
Oh,
boy. Oof.
When you score when you're not supposed to.
Yeah, yep.
So, 14-0, Benedictine. Titans on the Bengals 40. Excuse me. Tough to spit out. Devontae Jackson, the quarterback, the whole way. Gives straight ahead to Wardlow, looking for something, got nothing. Hit behind the line, spins off, picks up a couple or three. Give him 2, I believe.
It's the old scissors play. One guy goes left, the other guy goes right. Maybe the first guy should get it instead of the second guy.
Down to the 38, 2nd and 8, 2:35 to go. These short quarters make it a little bit difficult to sustain things, too.
Oh, yeah.
Brandy Crawford in the backfield now, next to Jackson. Wardlow splits out on the wing, 2 to each side. Snap back, slant route. There's a whistle. Lorain's going to get called for motion as Crawford moved before the ball, but I'm thinking that'll be declined if they can.
I would decline it.
Can you decline that? And I'm not sure why the box moved in any event. Because the ball was definitely inside the 38. Now, that's coming back.
You don't want to give him another down. That's the thing. So
they are able to decline
it. Yes.
I just didn't know if that was one of those penalties where they should have blown the whistle before the snap. So
then I don't think you have a choice.
Toss sweep to Crawford. Crawford for the corner. 35, first down and more, down inside the 25.
Much better sweep there.
Yep.
Because he had his Nikes on there. He was hauling butt.
Yeah, that was different runner, and you can see Brandy Crawford takes it with some enthusiasm.
And there, when that guy missed him, I said, "Oh, there you go."
And it's funny because that's the same play that Benedictine runs, only they don't toss it that way. They kind of.
It's like a push pass or whatever.
1st and 10, Lorain at the 24. Minute 58 clock running. Jackson wants to throw, now wants to stay alive. Had a man too tall for Caleb Davis, number 7. Had the right idea, had to head downfield. Might have had a little bit more time than he thought he did.
But that was supposed to go to the right.
Right.
And it ended up going to the left.
I think the original look might have been the post pattern.
That might be.
Yeah. Well, that's why you keep the route alive, even if you're the weak side receiver. Now Wardlow comes out here in a bunch formation, or are they just chatting? There's a bunch on the near side. Single receiver to the far side. Second, there's a bubble screen. Dropped in the backfield. Nice tackle there by Derek Minter yet again. Jackademus Lee loses a couple. Instead of 3rd and 8, now it's 3rd and 13. Loss of 5. Minute 28 and the clock is ticking. There's a whistle. Timeout, Lorain. And we also will take timeout. A minute 22 to go in the half. Benedictine 14, Lorain nothing. Back with more after this.
They're just not looking sharp. Get those wobblers going on. It's not kick. They finally ran a sweep there. They just look like they got lead in their shoes today. I got a problem too with that. Just get the ball, throw it to him. Whatever happened for the reverse pivot and lead it, pitch it.
Back here at Lorain High, a minute 22 to go in freshman football action in the first half. Lorain trailing Benedictine 14-0. It's 3rd and 13 at the Benedictine 28. Let's see what coaches Killian and Joyner have dialed up for this.
So your best 13-yard play, right?
Right. McShepard is the single setback. Trips to the far side. Single receiver near side. There's the toss. McShepard got a little bit of a block from Lee. Going to pick up about 4, maybe 5. Going to make it 4th down. And they've got to get inside the 15 for the first down. Clock running with a minute 5 to go. Titans, I believe, have 1 timeout remaining. Now Jackson looks to the sideline.
Let's go, boys.
40 seconds to go. Well, sends Wardlow out on the wing. Gets the snap back, rolls that way, tosses it out to Wardlow. Wardlow is down at the 20, going to pick up 5, but not 10. And that'll turn it over on downs with 21 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, we better pay attention here because...
well, Benedictine can go a long way in a hurry.
In a hurry, and one more score just might put the kibosh on this game.
Yeah.
You're still in it if you can come out at the half. And
yeah, what you have to realize is freshman football, we play 9-minute quarters.
Yes. That's not,
that's maybe 2 possessions a quarter.
If you're a nickel-dime team, yes, indeed.
But with the teams have settled into a little bit more running than passing, so the clock been rolling in the second quarter, and there hasn't been a lot of plays. As opposed to last Friday, Bob, the varsity played Garfield Heights, and Garfield Heights threw it 55 times.
Think about that.
Think about it. I talked my way through it.
They had to pack the kid's arm in ice after the game.
And, he was a nice, tough, hard-nosed kid, too, because he wasn't afraid to pull it down. Same formation for Benedictine. They're going to put one in the air over the middle. Got a man hit right there. The tackle is by Manning.
And we got a flag.
There's ineligible downfield as one of the receivers that shouldn't have been on the line was. That play took 1 second.
How could that be? They can't be.
Well, it was 21 seconds.
It took us. I know, but it took a second for the ball to go back. Then he threw it 10 yards, and then he.
So the mark-off is to the 15, and that, which is 5 yards, still first down. Not that much matters. Now 20 seconds to play.
You want to, keep them in bounds and keep the clock running. So give them 5 yards, but get up slowly kind of thing.
Calls for the snap. There's the screen up the middle to Goodson. Goodson up the hash, breaks a tackle. He's out over the 40 to the 45. That play took 10 seconds, and it'll be spotted at the 48, generous spot.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds to go.
This will probably be the...
Don't say that.
Well, you never... you just hate to say it. Like, you knew that screen. That was trouble because he's out there in Nowhereville, and just everybody's running around.
So timeout Benedictine, and why not? They lead 14-0. They're up near midfield.
And you can't, you could take them into halftime with those timeouts, but that doesn't do you any good.
It's not like basketball where you can use them in the second half. So Titans break the huddle.
Yeah, we got some of our Lorain's finest out here, doing their jobs. You ever think about this? Would you like to go to work every day and have to wear a bulletproof vest?
No.
So, a tip of the hat to those guys.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
Sorry.
So the situation, 10 seconds to go in the half. Benedictine 1st and 10 at their 48.
This is huge.
2 receivers to each side. Straight back. Looking to really air it out. It's Big Ben. They're all back there. Knocked away. Nice defensive play there.
Everybody covered.
It was Davis.
Yes. Everybody covered. Nice job.
And they the 2 receivers sent out definitely had a size advantage.
Oh, yeah.
And Caleb did a nice job.
So did that take 2 seconds off the clock?
Down to 3 seconds. So that was a 7-second play.
Okay.
Second and 10. Barring a time warp or something strange happening, this should be the last play of the half. Now there'll be a timeout.
I hate those time warps.
Yeah.
Because you wake up and you never know where you are.
Yeah. Or when you are.
Well, that too. You look in the mirror and you go, oh, man. They went the wrong way. I was thinking about going back.
So, Titans come to the sideline. What you've got, Benedictine with a couple of choices. They can throw it underneath and
let them run.
Let them run, counting on some bad tackling or bad angles, or they can throw it long like they just did and hope to get a tip.
What I haven't seen from either team, you load one side and then you got like your best receiver on the weak side, one-on-one, and then just jack one deep and see what he can do.
Yep.
This big palooka walking around here in front of us.
He heard you say best receiver and thought you were.
Oh, yeah, talking about him, yeah. You want my autograph?
So, 3 receivers to the short side, 1 out here to the near side. You would think if it's Big Ben, it's going to be to the far side. But instead, they're going to throw the slant to the near side. And complete and covered.
And that's the half of it.
Manning with the tackle on 16, Brandon Johansson, but that is the end of the first half. With your score, Benedictine 14, Lorain nothing. Back with more after this timeout.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn Santiago. I'm 17 years old and in 11th grade at Lorain High School. I'm a culinary student in the Lorain High School Career Tech Education Program. Taking these classes is giving me a chance to do something that I love. It's giving me a chance to move on to college, to be a chef and or instructor. Chef is helping me every step of the way. He's a good, strong teacher. We get to do parties in the class and have a lot of fun talking to him about food. I love food. I'm always experimenting because I want to be a chef. I like getting to see smiles on people's faces when they taste my meals. You want to make sure you learn math because when you cut, you need to know it's for the right measurements. Once you get the math right, it's all about the feeling. When you make food, you have to make it with love. I'm glad I'm in this program because I know now what I want to do with my life. I know what I want to do, and it's all thanks to Lorain High culinary program through Career Tech.
Which of the angles on the board are the one from the quiz on Friday? Jaden?
Research shows more and more 12 to 15-year-olds have arteries similar to that of a 45-year-old. But it doesn't have to be that way. Don't let your children grow up too fast. Encourage them to act their age through regular exercise and healthy eating.
Opportunities present themselves every day. Opportunities that move us forward. Opportunities to serve part-time in your community while continuing their full-time careers or education to help keep our nation safe at home and around the globe. Explore your opportunities in the Air Force Reserve.
Lorain High receives the opening kickoff of the second half. Another squibber picked up by Brandy Crawford. Brought it to the near side, gave ground and lost it. Back inside the 30 after he was out over the 40.
I think the coaches have a little problem with him with holding the ball out there, too. Like it's
so Titans will put it in play.
And if we get this again, which we most assuredly will, I think if he would have, not to pick and choose, but if he'd have broke inside a little, he might have had a little more, tried to get outside of everybody.
Yeah.
And sometimes you could cut it up inside that contained guy. And
so the ball spotted at the 28. Titans trail 14-0 to start the second half. Quarterback Devontae Jackson has them at the line. Jeffrey Wardlow is one of the backs and Damian McShepard the other. Turn give to Wardlow. Picking his way, not going to get, breaks a tackle, but there's another one.
Yeah.
Got out to about the 30.
Well, if they could just grind out like another yard and get that, instead of 3, get 4.
Yeah.
Now you can take over the game.
Well, one of the things
I know that's easy to say.
One of the things the young backs need to realize is that every play is not going to go for a touchdown, and sometimes 4 is
better than a loss.
Yeah. There's the scissors play. Wardlow through the line for about 3 there, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 5 from the 33.
If you're getting 3 or 4, then you got to take your wife's math class, and she could say, multiply that by 4, and it'll come out to about 10 yards.
Mm-hmm. 7:55 to go as the clock rolls in the 9-minute quarters.
The linebacker moved the big tackle over.
Jackson pitches it out. Catch there. First down. Catch by Manning. He gets knocked forward across the 40 to the 44. Tackle on the play by Javon Goodson.
There it is again, ground level. Good catch. Missed tackle. Keep going.
A little bit of a block there from
Lee
on the outside. Whistle.
I think someone was running off at the last second. I think we're good now.
Okay. Officials on the far side are having difficulty with the sun.
I think that could be.
Give straight ahead. First man is Wardlow. He got across the 45 for about 2. I think, one of the things that these Titans have to figure out is that this has worked thus far this year.
Oh, yeah.
And, Benedictine is big enough in the middle to take that away. Big 74 over the ball.
So what do you do second? Yeah. They took your best play. What's your second best play?
There's the option look. Cutting it up is Jackson. Out to the 49 for 3. And we're right where we were a moment ago.
Yes.
3rd and 5.
Okay. Get a first down. You start feeling a little chirpy when you get, Now there's 2 first downs in a row. We're nickel diming them. Let's keep it going.
6.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Titans down by 2 scores. Good snap. Jackson flips it in his hands, throws it over the middle. Nice. Going to get a flag. Pass intended for Lee. It was really close.
They all came together about the same time.
Kendron Wiggins, Jackademus Lee, and the ball all arrived at about the same point.
And the official saw it from behind, so sometime but I'm sure we'll see it again here. And
we're looking at it from above.
Yeah, here it is. There's the throw. Oh, we didn't really.
Yeah.
But usually when a guy spins around, you probably had him hooked or something.
Yeah, it was close.
We'll take it.
Yep. Not a lot of yelling going on.
No.
Down to the 36. 1st and 10 for Lorain. And there's those back-to-back first downs you were looking for, Tomo.
Yep.
6:05 to go as the ball is snapped. Trouble here. Pulls it down, kind of just nudged to the turf. Going to be a short, maybe a half-yard loss there for Jackson. Big 76.
Pressure on him right away.
76 is not listed, unless it's written as State Route 76, because he's a big fella.
Yeah, he is.
Jackson with the play, jogs back in, 2nd and
he'll take
11.
you right down to South Carolina on 76.
Snap away.
There it is.
Wardlow straight ahead.
There it is.
Wardlow, for the first time tonight, gets a little bit of momentum, drags a few tacklers with him.
See, the quick hitter.
Derek Minter was one of them. Finishing him off was 27, Aaron Colston. But good job in the front.
They did. They had, look, it's pried open. There, boom. Jumping on his back. Yeah, that's the way you like to see it.
I know that if you run away from that man in the center guard gap, you've got a better angle at blocking him than if you're running at him.
Yes.
Now there's all kinds of the sticks never moved.
Oh boy!
So now those are moving down to the 26. Now the clock winds with 4:40 to go.
Good
3rd
drive.
quarter.
They've chewed it up about half the time here. So get after it.
Wardlow again on the cross. That's how you tackle.
Yeah. Get his feet off the ground.
Yeah. Javon Goodson with the form tackle. Hit, wrapped, and lifted.
But you can't do the old pile driver anymore.
No.
That was, you saw that and you just shook your head. Oh, man, how's the guy getting up from that?
Here it is. Wardlow hits the hole, get a little bit of momentum, and the linebacker just lowered the shoulder and lifted.
This just takes forever to get.
Gain of 7.
Get the play in and get it going.
Yep. Snap back. Pump fake one way, goes the other way. Has a man. That is Manning down inside the 20 to the 18. Let's see where they spot it. Going to be 3rd and about a yard.
Yeah. Good yard, yeah.
3:36 to go.
The good control passes right there.
Titans have had the ball for 5.5 minutes.
Yeah. Keep it up.
Whistle. Before the snap, somebody moved in the interior of the line.
See, that's the kind of stuff that drives you crazy as a coach. And it's always some guy that you could understand if it was the ball carrier. He was going to get, but it's some wide out that just
it was a tackle or a guard on the
fell
near
out
side.
of his stance. Yeah. Yep.
And that's part of the problem with it taking so long.
Yeah, get up there and go. You get a kind of a rhythm to the whole thing.
So it's third and, instead of 1, it's 3rd and 6. Little bit different situation.
A lot different.
Slant pattern. The receiver didn't keep running, or that might have been a touchdown.
Yeah. Quarterback kind of rushed it a little bit.
Yeah.
Get his feet set. And see, there you go. It's the penalty.
Yeah, now it's 4th and 6.
They were on a nice movement down there. They had
Yep.
Was it third? They're going to have 2 shots to get a yard and a half.
If that. Yeah. Pump fake. They want that. Well, that's just thrown over everybody. No chance of that. No chance for Jackademus Lee down there. And that's the Titans run off 6 minutes and 14 seconds to no points.
Yeah, they come up with nothing.
That's
frustrating.
Well, and it almost does Benedictine's job for them as
they want the clock. They want to go home right now. We're winning. Yeah.
And it's hot.
That too. And we have sandwiches in the bus.
Yeah.
So that's
So the Bengals will put it in play, 1st and 10 at the 23. They lead 14-0. A 5-yard run in the first half and a 20-yard run first quarter and 20-yard run in the third quarter. All the scoring other than a couple of extra points.
And what did we say is the quickest way to get your team jacked up?
Yep, a
defensive score.
Yep, score.
We could do with one of those.
We could use that. Yep. High snap brought down, put in play by Rogers, who's got maybe a yard. 2nd and 9. Brought it down nicely. Interior of the defensive line for Lorain. 59, Della Pola was one of them. Nadal and Thomas are now in the middle there. Can't get the third lineman. There's the pitch sweep. Getting around Wardlow to the outside. This might be just...
Ran out of room.
Yeah.
But, another yard, and he would have been
If he could have turned,
yep.
Yeah, it would have been long gone instead of just out to the 37 for 13 yards and a first down with 1:55 to go in the third quarter.
So are you doing a game tomorrow night, sir?
Yes, sir.
So are you excited about seeing those Canucks come down?
Yeah.
Going to have your maple leaf flag out and everything?
I was going to bring some of that round bacon formed autograph.
That too.
Yeah. Snap back, give straight ahead. Not much there for Goodson, number 5, out to the 39. 2nd and 8.
Those guys are traveling more than some Ohio Conference schools travel.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Well, they have no home games.
Well, they played in Erie last week.
Yeah, that's not
Erie
just
Cathedral
around the corner.
Prep, and then next week they play St. Ignatius.
Yeah.
So, and they've already played Cleveland Heights.
Well, there you go.
And they've got one of the Cincinnati schools as well.
Oh, geez, yeah. That's like the edge of the earth when you're going down there.
But they don't, they're playing American football up there.
Yes.
So they have to travel to find people to play.
And the story that I heard, which we'll tell after this.
Whistle.
Was that, it's some kind of academy and they recruit like crazy, and so be it if that's the rules.
Well, they
tell everybody we're playing American football and your chances of getting a scholarship in American college is much better.
Which is kind of what they are. They're more of a prep school type deal.
Which means they might be a little older, too.
For that. Well, they do
have
have
extra year.
They do have 13th grade, I believe.
Oh,
So the ball spotted at the 40. I can remember when Larry Stark was at Southview, they used to bring a Canadian basketball team
I remember
down.
that too, yes.
2nd and 3 after the penalty for the Titans' encroachment. looking for the pass over the middle, has a man. Man breaks a tackle down to the 40 of the Titans.
We were talking to Coach Elder over at Avon,
Mm-hmm.
and because we had him last week. And he's, I told you, I said, Coach, when you make those trips to Florida, if you need somebody to carry your bag,
Yeah.
I'm available. I don't
Yeah.
need much, but just, he goes, yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Well, just trying to be a nice guy.
They're in a league where they only get one non-conference game.
Yeah,
so
isn't that, they got to do something. I don't know. It's crazy.
So motion again, switches the side of the formation. There's that push sweep. And breaking first contact for about 5.
And that was a
is
definite
Goodson.
push back.
Yeah.
Oh, what is going on here? Is it your birthday?
It was yesterday.
You old geezer, you.
Yes, I are.
Well, geez. Look
Look
it
at
says
that.
happy birthday, Jay. I wonder if it's real. Let me.
Is it good?
That's very tasty. Very tasty again. Wait,
Very good.
wait a minute. Maybe out in the stands they'd like a little lick of frosting or something.
Well, that was the end of the third quarter, so we'll enjoy
timing.
some frosting. And we'll be right back with the start of the fourth after this timeout.
Every year, the Salvation Army serves nearly 30 million people in need. That's one person every second. So by the time you've finished watching this, 30 more lives will have been changed for good. All thanks to your donations.
Thank you.
The Warriors to Work program makes it possible for wounded warriors and their families to build new lives together.
When my dad left, I was like this big, but now I'm like this big. My dad got a master's degree in human resources.
Thanks to Warriors to Work that my dad has a terrific job.
The Wounded Warrior Project helps them by, giving them another start.
Now that my dad's home, I get a lot more hugs.
I'm really proud of him.
Find out more about Wounded Warrior Project at findwwp.org. Welcome home, the brave.
First play of the fourth quarter, 2nd and 6 for Benedictine at the Lorain 35. Lorain had the ball for 6.5 minutes to start the second half, but turned it over on downs, and Benedictine has marched since. There's going to be another first down inside the 30 to about the 27.
Yep, just a straight power game right there.
And why not?
You can do that when you're winning.
Yeah.
Two scores, absolutely.
And, in the clock at 9 minutes and running is already an advantage at this level when you are ahead. Schultz has him again over the ball. They're in no hurry. Titans all up at the line. No safety. Straight ahead give.
Oh,
Fortunately.
Boy. Lucky they had.
Fortunately, 34. Esteban Masari got a ankle, or that was going to be a touchdown because every Titan was within 3 yards of the ball.
Yeah, see, they got those great jerseys on that. I was thinking that was 39. No, it's 34.
Yeah. Compounding things, both were in. So Schultz again, 2nd and 6.
Here comes the outside heat.
Snap. He's going to keep it this time.
Oh boy!
First down and more. He's going to go all the way to the end zone for a score. That was just well drawn up.
Oh yeah, it was a run. I mean, it was it's not like you're trying to rub your nose in it. It was a perfect play.
Well, yeah, you have to run a play.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a 25-yard run for Ronald Schultz, who's been the quarterback the whole day, and now he'll assume the holding duties, and Ivan Sharon is the place kicker.
He's been perfect so far.
2 of 2, and he's rather impressive. I guess he dresses on Friday nights but hasn't played. Last week in the freshman game, he was just off on a 48-yard field goal. So
yeah, that's tough. 48 yards.
Ball down, kick up.
Boy, he gets height.
Yeah, and they had a man back there to catch it. Otherwise, it would have gone in the garbage can.
Yeah, they got a garbage can. He could probably kick it into the garbage can. Yeah.
So 7:35 to go in this one, and the hill just got steeper for the Titans. It is 21 for Benedictine, nothing for Lorain.
Yeah, Titans are not used to that 0.
Mm-hmm. Joe, is that Marquentez Graham, outside linebacker / cameraman that I see down there on the track? Yes. Okay.
Pulling double duty.
We don't often get to see Marquentez without his helmet on because we're here Friday nights. But he's down there now working with Club TV 20. And
more power to him.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Absolutely.
Do some of the extra things that you can do and enjoy your high school years because, as you know, being an old-timer at 62, those years go by very quickly.
Yes, they do. I'm so old that when I was in high school, TV, we had to stand up and walk across the room to change the channel.
Really? Well, I remember black and white.
Yes. 3, 5, and 8.
That was it. Then when 42 came in, you're going, yeah, but you couldn't see it because you had to have a coat hanger on the TV or something to help.
And maybe on Sundays you could get Channel 11 if the Browns were on.
From out of Toledo, yeah.
So Sharon will kick again. 7:35 to go. Benedictine with a 21-point lead now. He's all been on the ground. Again, he just pooches it down, picked up at the 28. Straight ahead. That is Manning. Javon Manning. There's a flag at the end.
And, back in the day, the only games you could play with your thumb, was about 2 inches square and it had numbers or letters in it.
Yeah.
You had to get them in the right order.
Get them in the right order.
Move that.
Yeah.
We thought that was the greatest thing.
Yeah, that was high tech.
Well, you had to know your numbers, too.
That's right. Okay, there's a personal foul, blow to the head or with the helmet. I'm not sure which, but it's 15 no matter what, which is some of what the doctor ordered for the Titans. Lavier McAfee will be over the ball for Lorain when they break out. Isaiah Jenkins, Beyond Smith, part of the line, along with 63, Santana Sanchez, 61, Elijah Hicks. 15, Cameron Thomas to the near side. Devontae Jackson, the quarterback. Jeffrey Wardlow is the running back. Toss to him, and he's got company. Now he's going to bring it back, and if he can get to the outside, maybe he can get a block from his quarterback. He didn't use it. Oh. So Wardlow's going to be trapped for a loss of 5, but Jackson tried to help him out there. And if he'd have cut it up, I think.
And I think, too, as a coach, though, in one sense you said, boy, I hope he can get out of here. Then another you said, no, then he'll start thinking he can do that on every play.
Yeah.
Reverse your field and run you.
Now coming in, McShepard coming in.
Here he comes.
And you can see.
Coming hard. Now here's your lead block. Boom, he got him. Ooh.
Pushed. That's where he pushed him.
Yeah.
At the 43, 2nd and 15. Jackson, quick bubble screen. That is 81, Lee. Lee knocked out of bounds, got 2 yards down to the 41. Well, one thing that the Titans have been unable to do here is just what the doctor ordered, and they need to get the ball down the field. And with the exception of one pass play, they haven't been able to do that.
Right. They've had pressure on them. And
6.5 to go. The first time they ran the little fake bubble screen, they got down the sideline for about a 20-yard gain.
They haven't really kind of gone back to that either, have they?
Well, that's what they were trying to do when he threw the incompletion down there. So, 3rd down and 13 for Lorain. 21-0 Benedictine here. 6 minutes to go, 4th quarter. Snap back. Jackson looks, pulls it down, in trouble. Now sends it downfield.
That's not good.
He threw it up there for his man Thomas, and it went over Thomas and was picked off by one of the Tigers. And that is 32. Who's on the second sheet of the paper? Aaron Carter. And that's going to pretty much put a bow on things with 5:51 to go in the fourth quarter.
I think that was Cruz that made the tackle.
Okay. Benedictine already up 3 scores. I'm sure they're going to be content to.
Oh, yeah. Keep it inbounds and keep that clock running.
You can see the frustration is there's a timeout on the field. And, you know, when you see the helmets come off and swinging,
yep.
that's not a good thing.
Yep. And, of course, the coach would always run over to you and say, put that thing back on. You want to get a heat stroke out here?
Yeah, because it's so much cooler.
Well, it shades your head. Yeah. Heat stroke? It's 95 degrees. You want me to keep this thing on?
Yeah.
But you would never question him.
Well, I mean, you weren't going to say, what are you going to say to him? Coach, you know, heat rises, so I'm actually letting it out.
What'd you say?
Yeah. Go to the library, boy.
Oh, boy. Those were the days, you know?
Yeah. Here, have a salt tablet.
The one thing I always remember, though, was the new gymnasium, a thing of beauty that it is right on the practice field where I practiced at Admiral King.
Yeah. You know, when I went to school there, I didn't think there was a high school in the world bigger than Admiral King in terms of physical plant.
They found one, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they built it. Yes, indeed. Well, that was actually Admiral King was 3 buildings hooked together with some.
And that's what this is.
Yeah, with some
tunnels,
corridors. Yeah.
And but the main hallway at Lorain High is 500 feet long.
Yeah, that's long.
Which convert that into football fields, and you know, with the end zones, the football field is 360 feet long. So you're
one and a half
football fields. Get to class on time, would you? New quarterback, new backfield now. 7 Layman Busby is the quarterback, and he turns and gives straight ahead to number 6 Terrence Holland, who gets it out over the 35 to the 38. McDowell there, along with others. 76, Gary Kimbrough was part of that. Titans getting some fresh players in. Dominic Critelli, 24, is at an inside linebacker, along with Wardlow. .39, Brandy Crawford is the linebacker on the near side. And on the far side, I think it's Demarion Crook, 22.
It just takes them forever to get to play in.
Well, they're not in any hurry, that's for sure.
I understand that, but still. You know,
we're under 5 minutes as the ball gets eventually snapped. And there it is, and the give straight ahead again to Holland. Holland has the first down across the 50, 45, and tossed down there. That's Crawford, 39. Now we'll take a timeout while they move the chains. 4:43 to go, fourth quarter. 21-0 Bengals. For those of you that are longtime Northeast Ohio football fans, we were looking at the Benedictine roster, and I pointed out that the president of Benedictine High School is Dr. Frank Basu, class of 1967, and that was back when
Augie
Basu was the head coach, and Benedictine was one of the dominant teams in Cleveland.
And he was
spinning move, broke a tackle, did Busby, and he's going to be inside the 25.
And Augie Basu is the coach there forever.
Yes.
Forever.
Yes, he took them from the leather helmet era.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, Javier McAfee, 75, coming in at tackle now for the Titans.
See, this is just a big scrum, and all of a sudden, oops,
yep,
nobody brought him
squirted
down.
out like a watermelon seed.
Boom.
At the 25, Benedictine with the ball, 3:48 to go. No hurry whatsoever. Busby, Layman Busby Jr. is the quarterback. Snap back. There's that toss sweep. And that is Holland. Holland inside the 15. Right at the 15. Going to spot him at the 16. So it's going to be 2nd and 1. 3:03 to go, and the clock rolling.
The gentleman with the long sleeve shirt and the tie on has just got up, and he's seen enough. He's leaving.
Either that
or he's going to have a stroke. I mean,
yeah.
He's all bundled. He looks pristine, but I mean,
I that was a look that I was never able to get was the long sleeve shirt, tie, and no sweat look.
Yeah, that was. Well,
I could shovel the driveway in that outfit and be sweating.
But you started with the pits, and then it was just all over.
Yeah.
Then,
Then when they met.
Oh yeah.
2:19 to go. Snap back high, brought down, give straight ahead. 33 Gary Merrill with it. He's inside the 10.
And Jay, when you took that shirt off at night, and you took it off, and you were going to throw it in a hamper, and you missed it, hit the floor and went splat.
Yeah, and then you had to puddle clean up.
Those were the days, buddy.
Yes, it was.
You were a mere 20 years old. Now you're an old geezer.
Yeah. Looking for the quarter coffee at McDonald's.
Yeah, meet with your buddies, yeah.
Down to the 8-yard line. Under 2 minutes to play as Benedictine wanders up to the line. There's the motion. Busby, Holland, tackled in the backfield. Critelli had him. Well, back to the 10. Loss of a couple. Under a minute and a half now as
they could run this
people
out.
Come in. Well, the new guys want to play too, so I can understand no matter what he does. Busby is the quarterback. Under a minute when they snap the ball now. 3 receivers to the near side. There's the pitch to the near side. Nice tackle there. Coming up and making a play was Devontae Jackson, the quarterback.
I'm tired of seeing that play.
Lost back to the 14. 40 seconds to go. The ball marked ready for play, I think.
Well, they might have to run one.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
It's only 3rd down, so.
Yeah, they could just
give the kicker a chance.
Well, they could do that, yeah.
They'll put it in play from the 15. It's 3rd and goal.
Ooh,
under center.
Ooh.
For the first time. Busby straight ahead on a sneak. I guess that was the
and a
there
flag.
Comes a. Oh boy, that'll stop the clock. That was the if you can't stop this, you don't deserve to keep us out of the end zone. The clock has run out. So, but the half can't end on a defensive penalty.
Was it the defense?
I don't know.
Or?
Talking to Jackson before picking up the flag.
They're probably going to wipe it off. Yeah.
That was a.
There you go.
That was a we've had enough call there. Don't do that anymore. And we've played the freshman game here with Benedictine, and for the first time this year, the Titans fall 21-0 to the Bengals of Benedictine. And They're a pretty impressive squad.
Absolutely. Lorain freshmen are not used to losing games over the last 3 or 4 years.
Right.
That just doesn't happen a lot.
And not used to not scoring.
Correct.
And for them to get shut out and really pushed around the way they did says a lot for the future of the Benedictine program.
But I still saw some good kids out there.
I'm not worried about the future of the Titan program.
That's
you got to learn to fight through adversity, and before you can learn that, you got to face it. And today they faced it, and they'll learn from it and grow as the time goes. But for Joe Bach, Terry Trout, and Club TV 20, for my partner Bob Tomaszewski, this is Jay Ferguson. Have a good night, everybody.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.